See, we submitted this code, right? The problem is, sometime we may forget to give this space, sometime we may forget to add the starting and closing double quotes. Did you face that issue when you are typing this? Is this code readable? Imagine, like right now we were printing just 3 variables. What if there were 5 variables? Would have been problematic, right? So for this purpose, Java gives us one more function. So I'm just converting this line into a comment. I'm just commenting this. Java says that if you have this kind of scenario where you have to print something, use function printf. And the syntax of printf is awesome. What it does, it says give me the complete string and tell me which all values are coming from variables. So I'm just copying the string from there. So printf signature is something like this. First value comes from a variable. So we'll go and replace it with %s. Now %s stands for a string. Age is an integer. So for integer we use %d, which means integer, and marital status is married. So we are just putting the placeholders for these values. So these 3 things we have said. So we have said %s, %d, and %b. After this string is given, we can just give a comma and we can say first value %s should be replaced by name, second should be replaced by age, third should be replaced by this variable is married. Now you tell me, previous version versus this version, which one is easier to write and easier to read?
This version.
This version, right?
This version.
Yeah. So that's why in Java they have given a third function, and that function should be preferred and used. The meaning of printf is print formatted. That means you want to format it on your own. So there I introduced some things. This is for string, this is for integer, and this is for boolean. So third should be preferred to use when we have lot of variables, and as part of our message the value of variables have to be printed, not the hard-coded values. Now if I go ahead and submit, you will see this will also be accepted and output is matching. So this is the third function, and you should be aware of these 3 ways of printing the output. And you will see, like whenever we automate any test case, we will be using these functions heavily to print the output. Now most of the people, what they do is they stick to using println, and they stick to using this syntax. Although this is clumsy, but they say okay, we have to remember just one function. In case you want to do that, that is fine. There is not much difference or performance wise or any issue. Like this is just another alternative, and I'll say like this is a matter of choice. I prefer using the third approach, this approach, when I have to put a formatted message, because it makes the code more readable. So knowing all is good, but use whatever you are comfortable with and whatever code style you like. Reason I covered all 3 is, in any interview, if you are asked this kind of question, you should be in a position to answer it. Or at least you should say like, I know how to use it, or I have tried it once. Though that is not my style, but I have used it once. Make sense? Okay. Any questions till now?
Yeah, Sandeep, I have a question over
Sure.
here.
Yeah.
For this printf command. So let's say if I am having multiple string variables and like 2 or 3 integer variables, so how I am going to put in the same line over here? How the compiler is going to recognize first is for this particular variable, second string is for this particular variable?
Okay, good question. So first % and any character compiler sees, like this is seeing %s, right? In this string, this is called format specifier. The first format specifier it found is %s. This is always matched with the first variable that is written here after comma. Age will match the second format specifier. Is married will match the third format specifier. If you had 2 more, let's say your string is 1 more, let's say my name. So now where do you want to put my name? If you say my name should come
between,
if it should come between this %s and this %d, now if you go and do %s here, this will not work. because now you are saying my first is %, second is %. So second % will be matched with age always. So if you want my name to be there, you have to reorder them. So this is always processed in sequence.
And let's say I want to use the name only in at two places, then
Okay, then
name variable.
you have to write it 2 times like this.
Okay.
Then it will work because your name, this name is matching first %, this name is matching second %. That is also valid, but yeah, those many times you have to mention it. Every format specifier should have a corresponding variable name matching it.
Okay.
Right?
So Sandeep,
Yes.
I have one question.
Sure.
So this is for someone, right? That's one person. If I have a multiple person with all those information and we have to print that in multiple line, we still use this one or
No,
one?
then we will have to take help of loops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you have multiple data, or that kind of scenario also happen in our testing, that you have one particular test case, let's say login test as an example, you want to try login with multiple users. So first username and first password, second username, second password, right? Yeah. So there, like we'll write like this, but this statement will be inside a loop so that you can repeat this statement many times.
Okay. Okay.
Which we will talk about tomorrow.